I actually got my scholarship pulled, which I never.
What?
Okay, so
By Thad?
The story
Thanks
here.
a lot, Thad.
This is when I realized the system was fucked. I got put on scholarship when I got there, not because I deserved it. It was because like they looked at the roster numbers. They had free scholarships, and the way the system worked was like we burned these. I don't know why.
Well, if they don't have a player, then they reward the walk-ons.
Yeah, so they usually reward the.
They probably held that. They probably held that in case a transfer or something came up.
And then they looked up in October. They had like 11 scholarship players, and then we had 2 walk-ons. Now I was a freshman, so usually the walk-on gets a scholarship like their senior year, their junior year, whatever. Right. I was Greg Oden's friend, so I guess I jumped the line. Yep. But we didn't really have any other walk-ons, so they gave me a scholarship. I was like, this is insane. I went from thinking I wasn't even going to play basketball. Now I'm on scholarship for the #1 team in the country.
It's a big come up. It's a good thing to be Greg Oden's friend.
So I was on scholarship for 2 years, and then we had so many guys go. We were on the quarter system at Ohio State, so we were not. So we were on like the quarter system instead of the semester. So one of our terms academically would. I don't know how to explain it. It was really confusing, but basically like the withdrawal date of when you have to withdraw from that class before it's called like a flunk class was after like when the NCAA tournament and the NIT was played and all that sort of thing. Right. So basically like a guy like a BJ Mullen or Costa Kuvas was the example. And when he was on the NIT team, he had to stay enrolled in school to stay eligible through the NIT. The NIT ends. He starts getting ready for the draft. He's like, I'm done going to class.
Yeah, so he leaves.
But at that point, he had bypassed like the withdrawal thing. So Ohio State flunked him as a school. This happened with Greg.
At a 0.0 GPA.
Like when Greg and Mike declared for the draft, like Coach Mott had to go like beg them, like please, just like, can you please go to school still?
When from an APR standpoint, that's where they would be like, you have all these players failing when really they're just going pro.
So we had Costa, we had Greg, we had Mike, we had Daquan Cook, all be one and dones. All of them like. We're like, we can't. I'm not going to
Ohio State's APR record low for the NCAA.
Record low, Robbie. Guess what happens? We get scholarships going into my junior year. Yeah, and Mata goes.
That's insane.
Mata goes. Listen, we got to pull scholarships. Like, come on. And I was like, Coach, I get it. Like, I never deserved a scholarship in the first place.
But I get it.
But it's kind of fucked up. Like, we're getting punished for academics, and you're pulling the scholarship of the kid with the best GPA on the team.
Getting good grades.
Yeah. Class is insane.
But you know what? It's probably more about the on-the-court performance, unfortunately.
So then my senior year, when my blog was popping off, I remember, like, losing my mind where I was like, I'm not even getting the scholarship. Like, I have to pay my own way to school, but then I also can't make money on the side for the
Well, and it's like, okay, if
website
let's say